The United States of America. Our country is known the world over as the land of the free and the home of the brave. Nearly every one of us have ancestors who came here seeking a better life for their family. But gaining residency and ultimately citizenship is a complex process, and it helps tremendously to have a trusted advisor working alongside with you. I'm pleased to present today's conversation with Viktoria Bloomberg, a hardworking, multilingual immigration attorney who can help you, your family, and your friends gain residency so you can live the American dream. Enjoy. My name's Antho, Mr. Hyperlocal with Bullock Russell Real Estate Services, and I'm here in Beacon Park, Irvine, with Viktoria Bloomberg, immigration attorney. Viktoria, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me here today.
Now, Victoria, before we get started, I have to ask, 我听说你会讲中文，真的吗？
真的，我会说中文，我在中国学习了。
I wanted to ask you, Victoria, how as an immigration attorney do you help people?
As an immigration attorney and law firm owner, I help people to immigrate to the United States, and I help businesses to attract international talent. We know that a lot of businesses want to hire people from abroad, and it's very important to make sure that you comply with immigration laws. Immigration laws in the United States are very tough, so it's important to make sure that we're doing it in compliance with it and don't violate anything.
What are the common needs then, the most common needs that you service?
So if we're talking about individuals who are coming to the United States, first step is to identify the reason they're here. It's usually either family ties or employment. So that's the first step. For businesses, it's usually people that are companies that want to attract foreign employees to come here. So here it's important for us to identify what's the best path. There are lots of visas: H-1B visa, which is working visa employment, EB-1, O-1, immigrant and non-immigrant visas. So the first step for companies will be identify whether they want to hire employees permanently and get a green card for the employee, or whether it's a temporary need, and probably we will go H-1B path or O-1 visa path.
Besides that, are there any other services that you provide that are maybe a little less common, a little more niche?
Yes, one thing we do is we prepare people for the interview at the embassies. As you can imagine, foreign people are coming to the embassy. They don't speak English very well sometimes. So it's important to keep calm, to be calm, and it's our job as an attorneys to make sure that our clients go to the interview prepared with all the documents ready to present to the consular officer, and to make the foreign employees, future employees, to make them feel comfortable and calm. And for businesses, what we do, we strategize sometimes for them. So it's a second service that is exclusively for businesses who want to hire employee, but maybe employee is not ready yet and will be ready in a couple of years. So we'll have to make sure that this employee will comply with everything to make sure that he's ready to come to the United States in a couple of years.
What do your clients have to say when they're finished with the process, and also about the services you provide? Gotten some feedback?
Yes, usually clients are very happy. One thing they all tell me is that I'm very strict, and it's true. They understand why I'm strict and why it is necessary and important. I'm very straightforward with my clients, and so whenever I see that the client is not ready yet to immigrate, I will certainly tell him straightforward that's what's happening, and this is what needs to be done to overcome certain issues that may come up during the interview or during the application process. It's better to know in advance and be prepared for that, rather than not be ready for that and just find out something at the interview. We don't like that. We like knowing everything in advance.
Can you share with us a little bit about what you find satisfying and maybe some of the common stories that you hear?
Well, satisfying, I find winning the cases. I'll be honest, yes, it's very important to me. That's why I'm getting very involved in every single case that comes to our law firm. As a business owner, I have to make sure, and I want to make sure that client leaves satisfied about the result that we got for the client.
Victoria, with your experience here, what are some of the common pitfalls that you're seeing that folks who are just beginning on their immigration journey are facing?
I would say that trusting every single person they meet in the United States is a common pitfall. You can't just trust whoever you see on the street who tells you that they're attorney or that they accept investments, let's say for EB5 visa and common investment visas, where
Mm-hmm.
you need to invest $800,000 minimum. And what I see now, what's happening is a lot of people, specifically from China, they invest and then people who they gave money to, they just disappear. And there are cases in federal court and state court, and people don't get their green cards. So that's very unfortunate to see. So my suggestion is, whenever if you trust someone, if you want to work with someone, please check if the attorney is really an attorney, check their state bar number. If you invest through regional centers, because they are authorized by the USCIS to develop certain projects. So I would say that, yes, absolutely. Do not trust every single person just because he says that he's from the United States or he lives here.
Mm-hmm. Viktoria, before we let you go, I'd love to hear a little bit about what you do for fun outside of your work.
I enjoy Orange County.
Oh, tell us. So do I.
Well, even the park we're in today, it's beautiful. The weather is amazing. We did have a couple of months that we had rainy days, but overall the ocean is beautiful. And I have 2 kids, and I love spending time with them outside, outdoors, and have fun. It's really beautiful.
So Viktoria, for folks who are watching right now, what would be the easiest way for them to contact you and learn more about your services?
The easiest way to contact us is via phone. So our phone number is
949-298-5115. Love it.
Thank you.
Of course. Well, Viktoria, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.